Hey everybody, Brad Linder back at you again with a late night card tonight. Gonna round out the day with a few minutes left in it. Um, it is roughly 11:20, and I'm gonna share this over with the page real quick and over with the channel, and we're gonna knock this out. I'm gonna have Firelord from the Galactus Fantastic Four set tonight, and this is gonna be a quick one, hopefully. And I'm going to knock it out really, really quick so that we can beat the midnight hour. Hey, Jim. Hey, Mark. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to be using Copics on this one, and I'm going to be knocking it out really, really fast here, hopefully. Like I said, as long as there's not any funky stuff with Facebook, we'll see what happens. Now, right now, I'm going to start out with a bright yellow on this one because I want to take this to a fluorescent level for the suit and map this out really high end, bright for the foundation. This is almost this is very fluorescent. It's almost like a highlighter type of yellow. It's very, very bright, and the reason I'm using it is because of the fact that I want to make this really pop in a different way than what would normally be perceived as the Firelord character. I wanted to bring something new to it, a little bit edgier, and see if I can make him really, really, really pop off. So, however, I have to grab my eraser here because I didn't get that flame clean. Don't bend the card. We want to keep the card. So, it's late. I'm going to be messing around. Yeah, I've been working on pages and websites and stuff. Just lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff today. So, gonna have Comic Kickstarter back up tomorrow, finally. And I'm gonna be calling it probably a night after this because I've been up for roughly 48 hours right now, so like, just go to sleep, man. So anyway, all joking aside, I'm obviously in a joking mood, so I'm gonna color this with a little bit warmer yellow now to catch the masses here. I'm gonna leave this really open. And I know this looks dull right now, but when I get to the skin here in a moment, he's got a bright yellow suit with this wrestling style unitard type thing going on. And then after that, he has this really cool golden orange kind of skin thing going on. And I really want to highlight that because I don't want to just make this pop and then this be the key area here and the source. Because it makes him look funky, you know? And that's a technical term, mind you. Now I'm going to go in with a Y35 here. Because this is the one that I want to use as the base for his hair. And I know people are going to be like, well, this is too dark. Well, it's actually probably the lightest one that I'm going to use out of the colors. So he's going to have a very warm flame feel to him. With this going on, and we're gonna get all of this laid out real quick as the base for the flame that comes off of his shoulders as well. But I just wanted to do something, like I said, more vibrant and clean and fun. And a lot of the time people try to do this really high end, or and go way over the top, or they go low end and go too flat, and he's right in the middle, man. You got to be very careful with him and Johnny Storm. You have to be very careful. The Human Torch is the same way, and so many people miss that vibrant edge that they could use, especially with Copics, which are very, very forgiving with the ink, as I keep saying. Now, this character was created, just to get a little bit of backstory on him, he is a herald for Galactus. And he appeared the first time in July of let's see, 74, July of 74. And he's 2 years older than I am, so I was just like, man. But I grew up with all those old Fantastic Four comics around me anyway, because they were the ones that my mom and my family would get for me because of the fact that they were, the wholesome style, and they were afraid I was going to get something that would be funky. So that was a couple of the main series that I got to read, and I really, really dug that. So it was one of those characters that I got to see a lot of. And this wasn't my first Herald to be involved with. Naturally, Silver Surfer is a lot more popular, but I think that this character is a little more dynamic because of the fact that he has so much other stuff going on. He is very, very aggressive and very emotionally driven, way more than the Surfer is. The Surfer is more of a cosmic being type of brainwashed character that only remembers, he has a humanoid side or Earth, a human being type of flair whenever he gets around the FF, and he's been on Earth for ages now. But originally, he would only appear ever so often. He was very cosmic and very, very one note for a while. So, Galactus kept him away from Earth he said, as long as you stay away from Earth, I'll stay away from Earth. And that's pretty much the deal that he made for saving the Fantastic Four and the planet. Now, Firelord is a lot different. Firelord is a herald that turned on Galactus, and Galactus turned him into fire, which not his cosmic form like this, but he turned him into liquid fire to where he didn't just necessarily have the cosmic flame like he has here, but he had more of a Johnny Storm type of morph where he was liquid flame, and made him as hot as a star so he couldn't come to the planet without risking burning it up. So that's one of those things, Now I'm going to go in here with a Y19 for this base on the actual body, the skin tone. And the reason I'm going for this is because I want this to be, like I said, a rich golden yellow. Unlike the hair, I want the hair to have a little bit brighter yellow tinge to it, and I want this face and body to have that golden layered look. So that's why we're going this route. I'm going to make him look really solid. I think that works out real well. This makes him kind of look golden, like he's extra crispy, but no, seriously, I wanted him to look a little bit darker and cleaner. And down here, I'm gonna catch a little bit of that graphite that I left, so that I can pull that in and add natural shadow without going too far into messing up the highlights of the skin. So that worked to my advantage. Go right to that edge there. Catch that arm. And like I said, we're going to make him a nice golden yellow, almost a bronze. And I'm going to set this right here. I didn't set that in the back line. I'm going to set that right there. And now, what did I do? Oop, bumped the camera. There we go, cool deal. I erased the arm line. But now, I'm going to make sure this is all sitting. Mr. Jim O'Reilly and Kevin P. West have joined us, making sure everything was still on point for the camera. Now, I'm going to go in with a YR23, which is more of a bronzer. And this one's going to be awesome because this is where we're going to get the flesh shading, like at golden brown, like I told you about before. Because I want to keep this, like I said, I want to keep this almost a neon yellow with the suit, so it contrasts all of this great muscle tone and shading in here. Okay, I'm going to go right across this arm here. paint this bad boy up and make him look like he's going to whoop somebody, as only this character can do. Now, we've got that, and that'll dry actually a little bit lighter than it looks right now. It's gonna look a little rough at first, but it will dry a little cleaner. Just to let everybody know, because I know that a lot of people are like, ah, why'd you do that? No. It's okay. It's okay. Sadite. So, anyway, gonna get right up under here. I told you I'm tired. You're getting the raw jokes tonight because I'm tired. And this is awesome. I love doing this stuff. I really love hanging out with you guys and doing these. And thank you so much for doing that. Awesome. Going to catch right underneath this hair here. Now we're going to get into the fun stuff. Now that we've got him bronzed out and he looks all shiny like he's been Mr. Tanner, like he's been laying all day in the sun, we're going to get him all oranged up now. This is going to be a fun part. So, man, that would be cool. I would think Kevin posted that, if you guys can't see this on the YouTube channel, Kevin posted that they should have a contest of champions with all the heralds. Out freaking standing idea, man. Really. I mean, that's a great idea. Now, I'm going to go in with this YR, what is it? YR68, which is a funky orange. I love this color. Okay? Now, we're going to go in here and we're going to get the base of the hair. And the way you do this with Firelord is you have to be very careful, okay? Because this is something that you'll find out very, very harshly. And fans will let you know it big time because they'll be like, you screwed him up. Catch just the base and the shadow points of this character with this orange. Not too much. You do not want to go into this thing and make it all over the place. Because if you do, they will tell you really, really quick. It's like, man, you overdid it. There's too much orange. So, because he's got high hot spots, and that's what the temperature in flame is shown by. I mean, the lighter the color and the closer to white or non-colored flame, it'll go clear. That's why it's so hot. That's why you feel the heat. It's so light you can't see it. It's transparent because it's burning so hot. That's what white heat is, and it'll get you. And that's what this guy is supposed to be representing. You don't want him to have orange all the way out to the end because it's not going to show as hot. It's going to be like, well, that dude's like simmering. Let's watch some water boil. But that's pretty much the extent of that. So just go from like very, very, very coarse spots. And like this one, I'll go in like this. And he's pretty mellow right now, so we'll kind of give him a little bit of a don't mess with me, it's like a rattlesnake. It's like don't tread on me kind of thing. And that's pretty much what Firelord's about. And the dude's very, pardon the pun, hot-headed. But sorry. Anyway, that's the kind of deal with the flame, That's the way we're working it. Now, I'm going to come into this wand here, the flame on the wand, and I'm going to do pretty much the same thing from the center out. I'm going to catch these flames here periodically ever so often and kind of give those cooler spots with the orange. Now that's going to come out pretty loosely because of the fact that I've got him simmering low here for the purposes of this image, because he's not in like action mode right now. So, but a lot of people like to color this dark red right in the middle, which makes it a little bit weird. I may do a soft blue background. That would be cool, man. Now I've got a darker orange, the YR 07, which is a really dense orange. That's the easiest way to say it. It's a dark orange. So I'm going to go right in here and hit these core spots. Like I told you before, the orange that showed his flame as the cooler spots, I'm going to put in just a little dab here and there in select pieces. So I'm not even going to cover, I want some of them to say lighter, like they're burning hotter. So I'm trying to put it in the lower pieces. I'm not even going to touch that part. And I'm going to come over here at the core, put it in a little bit here and there. And this will simulate the hotter, redder spots right now until I get the actual red on next, which will go in the deepest part of these segments. Because I don't want them to pop out and be all red. Some people like to color them really red where the flame is just like supposed to be red hot, and it's just That's because you don't understand coloring the mechanics of fire. I'm sorry. The lighter the hotter. Okay, that's the way you color fire. The lighter the hotter, whether the flame's blue or yellow. Okay, stones get red hot, not flame. So now you know the difference. There's chemistry 101 for you. Yay. We're going to go in with a super light red here. Now this is R27. It's kind of a, I don't want to say a candy apple red, but it's almost like a Kool-Aid red. Let's put it that way. It's almost like a Kool-Aid red, and I like to have this one because it's really bright. And it's almost airy in the way it shows up. I really dig it. Now you just want to put this in Firelord's hair. If you put the red in here, if you're brave enough to put the red in, just put it right at the base of his scalp. Do not monkey around with putting this up in the flame, because it'll be too much and he'll look weird. It'll look like you overworked it and it'll make it look funky. Don't do that. And funky's a technical term, by the way. And my buddy, my dear departed buddy, Mr. Rick Buckler, he told me about that. Rich was an awesome dude, and he taught me about that. And he said flat out, man, he said, if you ever want to draw anything related to Fantastic Four or Firelord or anybody else, you know, Ghost Rider, anybody that has flame, he said, know the true mechanics of a flame, because it's different. And he said it's different than anybody's ever colored it. And he said it goes lighter from the cooler color, the cooler it is, the darker it is, and the hotter it gets, the lighter it gets. So, you know, the dude told me that tip, and I was just like, man, are you serious? And I checked it out, and that's the mechanics of fire, seriously. And people have been drawing it wrong for years. Now, here comes a really cool one. This red is a strong red. It is an R46. Do not put this anywhere except on the wand. If you put this anywhere else, it'll look weird, because it's not hot, because it's not that cool. Because his flame comes from within, out to the wand, and out to the staff that way. So it's the darkest point. It's the coolest point. And when he's simmering, this will run the coolest, not this. Because that's his life force and energy here. So this is going to be hotter naturally, because this is part of him. That's not. So just so you know. Now I'm going to break all the rules here, because what I'm going to do is his eyes are normally white. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in this little bit of yellow here. And we're not going to give him irises in a normal fashion. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this super light base fluorescent yellow, and I'm going to coat the irises with this yellow so they look like they're glowing. We're going to have this cool glow factor coming on. And I left some white in there so it looks really, really cool and pops off. Now I'm going to take this super light yellow 35 and go right under these dark spots and give him a little bit of a vibrancy there. Like I said, I want the suit to stand out and stay bright and not get too over detailed. Just kind of touch here and there with that. Add a little bit of color, a little bit of vibrancy, a little bit of depth. Get down here, go under just a little, right up here on the collar. And I'm not going to monkey with this too much because, like I said, I don't want to mess with it to where it looks, you know, it has to be all colored in and whatnot. Just giving it a little texture. A little bit of vibrancy. Boom. There we go. Okay. That's it, folks. That is it. Now, I'm going to go in with... I thought about doing a blue on this one, like Jim has suggested, but I think I'm going to go... I think I'm going to go Cosmic Black. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I want to get this going on with some stars and stuff and knock this out real quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here really light, and I may get close up on this or not. Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. But right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to outline this really loosely. Make it kind of jag it up a little bit. Kind of leave a star here and there. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave a couple of stars that way. Give it that cosmic night sky look. And you know what? I think I'll mix it up a little bit. Because what I'll do is I'll come in this way. And I'll put a couple of stars here and there. Just a couple little things. Sporadically. And I'm going to leave a ridge right here. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in, leave it really open. Like that. And then I'll go in on this other side. Pop some in there. Like that. Pop a little star there. Pop a little star right there. And now I'll go down this side. And I'll leave one there on the edge. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of fill that up a little bit. Now what I'll do is I'll come in with some purple or some blue. Grab the bag of fun here. I think I'll go with this blue here. I don't know what it's going to look like. It's going to be a BG. It's petroleum blue. It is a BG 07. That would be a good idea, Kevin, to use the gel pens. Unfortunately, I used the last one up I had the other day, so I've got to go get some more. I'll have to pick some up from the craft store tomorrow. Then I'll go back and add those on. That'll be cool. That's a good idea. I always use those things up very quickly. Come right in here. Knock out this blue. Very cool. Alrighty. Yeah, that looks way better than I thought it would. Cool deal. Now, we are going to call him Done. I like it. So, hope you guys dig it. That's another one down for the day. And I'm going to let this set dry. And then I'll come back and add some gel pen dots to it because that's a really good idea. But like I said, I'm out right now. So the best I have is an opaque pencil sitting here, and I really don't want to use that right now. So because it'll make it gritty. But I will do that. I will add some gel dots to that. So this is another one down from the Fantastic Four set, the Galactus versus Fantastic Four. This Herald is Firelord. Do a little research on him. The dude's awesome. Until next time, we will be doing an early one today thank goodness, tomorrow, actually. So you guys hang out, watch for that. I'll post a warning on it so you can see it coming up at least 30 minutes in advance, hopefully earlier. And I will see you guys tomorrow. You know the routine here. We got this rock for a little bit of time. Check it out and see what you can do to make it better for the next generation. Until then, I'm back to site work. I'm going to call it an early night so I can get back up to that bright and early in the morning, since this 48-hour run has been killing me. But anyway, talk to you later, folks. Thanks for hanging out.